What's something you wish people knew before they had kids?
Kids will not solve your relationship problems.
Are you suggesting that adding in major stress, costs, time, and energy requirements, along with the removal of sleep, free time, and social life, won't make a struggling couple happier? Come on now.
You're not raising a kid, you're raising a hopefully fully functioning adult with the confidence, empathy, self-awareness, and critical thinking skills to be a functioning member of society. And there's plenty of things your children won't learn if you don't invest the time, money, and energy into teaching them. The school system will only do so much. Not sure why my parents just thought I'd learn miraculously how to swim, bike, or drive on my own. Edit, let alone things like managing finances, being politically engaged and voting, emotional regulation, or about healthy relationships.
Brain development is a key reason why toddlers should avoid screens. Baby and toddler brains are like sponges. They are incredibly smart. Just because they can't speak yet doesn't mean they aren't communicating and picking things up from you. This is an absolutely critical time in their development as a human being, and they need to be spoken to constantly throughout the day to be exposed to language and social cues. Many kids are coming into school lacking skills these days, and I firmly believe it's because parents plop screens and cocomelon in front of their kids. Stop. Narrate your day, converse with your kid, read to them, sing to them, expose them to nursery rhymes by reading, reading, reading. Kids do not need screens. They need language and socialization. Signed, a kindergarten teacher. Edit. Also, go to your local library's children's story time and learn some simple finger games and rhymes, and do these every single day with your baby and toddler. Rhythm and music and song coming from an actual human being and not a screen or headphones. Before a child reads, they develop phonological awareness, listening for rhymes, playing with syllables, prosody, intonation. It all helps with reading. Language is complex.
Former teacher here myself. I'd like to add that reading to your kid in any language you speak is important. I've worked with a lot of families who said they didn't read to their kids because they don't speak English, and I had to affirm that literacy skills in a first language transferred to additional languages acquired. Also, schools need to do a better job of educating families about local libraries and how easy it is to get books for their kids and themselves. I'd also like to add that I've worked with immigrant families who fled horrible atrocities and were illiterate themselves in their own language, so they simply could not read to their kids. We always told them to sit with their kids and have the kids read to them. We'd send YouTube or other audio links to books we sent home and told them to practice reading the book with their children, following along with the audio. We tried to find ones that highlighted the words as they were read. Not everyone has the time, opportunity, or even ability to read to their kids at home, so I enjoyed being able to fill in some of those opportunity gaps. Kids are not born with the ability to manipulate you. People start to punish young kids for stuff they are not capable of. Learn what a child of their age knows and can do. Don't expect them to come out as a full, thinking, reasoning human on day one. They are not manipulating you. They can't do that. They are a baby.
I had a close friend who said that when kids challenge you as they grow up, they are working on their self-advocacy. Kids have a strong sense of personal justice from a young age. Then they usually learn to extend that justice to others. They are still learning how to advocate for their own rights or fairness for themselves and those they care about, so sometimes it comes off as combative or defiant.
If your first child is disabled, please do not have a second child unless you can meet both kids' needs. It's not fair to the other child, and honestly, not fair to the existing child either,
because the younger one may resent them.
And don't expect the sibling to care for them when you are gone. My parents do, and it is so much pressure. I am jealous of everyone who gets to plan their lives on their own terms. I have to account for my brother in every decision that affects my future.
It's a lot of work and staying focused. The more work you do, meaning paying attention, making them feel safe, creating good experiences, etc., the greater the reward. People who want the reward of connection and love from their kids without doing the work are fooling themselves. Also, no one is going to get it right all the time. It's okay to mess up, apologize, and just try to do better next time. When you're gracious and forgiving, you're showing them it's okay to be that way too, especially with themselves. You're taking on an 18-year commitment to put that child first. Always use teachable moments, correct them when needed, and raise them to be polite and considerate. It's an exhausting job that no one thanks you for, but the most rewarding.
18 years? No way. Parenthood is a lifetime commitment. At 18, they need stable, supportive parents as much as they do at 5. My kids are 40, 35, 30, and 25, and they all still need my love and support. I am 65 and wish every day that I still had my mother to go to. I met a healthy and active 90-year-old woman who moved into an assisted living facility because her 65-year-old daughter had dementia and needed her help. Parenthood has no end. Anyone with the 18 and out belief should stick to raising dogs.
For women, your brain will change, literally. Its physical shape, amount of gray matter, new synapses are created. It is a lot. The easiest way I can explain the feeling is imagine you get hit by a truck, you end up with serious internal injuries, and also have a TBI. You sit in the hospital for a couple days, and then you get sent home with a bottle of ibuprofen, get told to monitor your internal bleeding, and you now also have to tend to this wiggly potato that cries and eats by latching onto your body and literally sucking its livelihood out of you. Meanwhile, people will want to visit and see the potato while not even addressing the fact that you were hit by a truck a couple days ago, and you were supposed to be happy about all of it. Sleep deprivation is torture, and the only thing that separates you from a headline is the 1 nanosecond you decide to put the screaming, inconsolable baby down and walking away for 5 minutes to calm yourself. I love my children and would willingly get hit by a truck, take a bullet, do all of the dangerous, outrageous things to protect them without hesitation. Just wish I knew more about postpartum depression and the loss of self in those first few months. Children are smarter than we give them credit, and they know more than we think. They may not fully comprehend, but they can discern when something is not right. Working on yourself before having children is the greatest gift you can give them if you can. Heal, deal with your issues head-on, and grow. Your child should not hold the weight of your unhealed self. They are emotionally and financially draining. It will take a toll on your marriage/relationship, and if you're not both 1000% ready and willing to make sacrifices and learn how to navigate an extremely difficult new world, your relationship will not last. My child is 15. His dad and I divorced when he was 7, but the marriage was dead 2 or 3 years before that. I just found out, like 6 months ago, that my ex was having horrific nightmares about accidentally hurting or killing our kid, and that's partially what led to our downfall. He never told me and didn't seek therapy until after our divorce. Be ready and willing to figure shit out together, and don't keep secrets or hold things back. It takes a concerted team effort to raise kids.
As someone who is child-free, I have no children by choice, it's astounding the amount of people who will say things like, "You don't know what you're missing," and "There's never a right time to have children, you just do it." I know exactly what I'm missing, which is the reason I chose not to have any. There are definitely better times to have children, such as when you are in a stable relationship with the funds available to care for a baby. If you think having a baby will solve your relationship problems, you're wrong. If you think it's worth it because of the tax credit, you're wrong. Children are an extreme commitment, and many of us here are products of people who were too ignorant to plan accordingly prior to us being born, and as a result, many of us have experienced emotionally and physically abusive households, extreme hunger, neglect, and many more things that nobody should experience. It sounds harsh, but it's the truth. Children are expensive monetarily, physically, emotionally, and time-wise. If you are struggling in some way, it's probably a bad time to intentionally have a baby, as a baby will make you struggle more. Plan accordingly before you reproduce.
So many things people have already said. Sleep. I remember saying in 2016 that I hadn't had a good night's sleep since 2012 when my first baby was born. It goes so fast. Enjoy all of it as best you can. Having children is expensive, starting with childcare, especially if they do extracurriculars, camps, tutoring, music lessons, but it's all worth it if they can get into high-quality state universities with lower tuition. Sometimes your kids might have issues. They may need therapy, and it's important you do this. It doesn't mean you're a bad parent. Don't be the obnoxious parent at school. Try to be kind and fair to your child's educators. They are people too. Try to support public education. Some people are fantastic at homeschooling. Most are not. I see the results all the time at my job when they re-enroll their child and their child knows nothing. Finally, if you yell at your kid, they will yell at people. If you hit your kids, they learn it's okay to hit people.
That some people do regret having children, even if it's a taboo topic. There's an entire sub for regretful parents. Also, that many things can happen due pregnancy and childbirth. Watch The Girl with the List and is insane. I learned so much. I was totally ignorant and unprepared to what actually happens to your body during and after. That you never will be the same in any way, shape, or form. There is no really bouncing back. Even if you go back to your original weight, your body is forever changed. That the health system treat women like cattle, and you are usually dismissed and minimized.